Good morning, this is Sun Kim's weekly global briefing on 20th July, and today there's an article that JP Morgan's Diamond said that the US economy will glooming, maybe it'll be much darker than we expected on this year. He said, so that means that maybe the stock and stock and the commodities and everything will go down on it, and we'll face a really bear market. But I don't think so. And then maybe we can have some kind of a short-term price adjustment, but it won't that glooming that longer. And he said it means that maybe the Joe Biden will become the next president on this November, but I am not sure. Now the Joe Biden says that the media said that the Joe Biden is maybe double scored by the Trump, but we cannot say that it's really true, because maybe 4 years ago, so does the media said the same thing to the Hillary Clinton, and she failed to become a president. So now it is in veil, and nobody knows who will become the president. So now we have to check until the November comes. Now we will check the indices and the commodities at the first time, at the first period, maybe. Okay, now we check the indices first, and the Dow Jones shows the downwards, and then Nasdaq and Standard S&P 500, it shows the green light. And the problem is that they are made a very small changes. I mean, their price adjustment, but they break the 5 days line. Okay. So the problem is that now it is time to make the price adjustment this week, and Nasdaq it really keeps the 10.5k lines, but it'll make drop maybe this week, because now it is time to make some kind of reports to the consumer sectors, and the consumer sector absolutely they show the really bad performance this week. And one good news is that the VIX on the August future, it shows that the bear, and it means that the commodity is stabilized. Although it shows that the really big rise in Monday, but it fell down again on Friday. So I think the consumer sectors, it will be recovered maybe before the third quarter of this year, and then the fourth quarter it'll make all things normal. And next, the gold, it makes the green light on, and it is on the 1800 lines, 1800 and 1820 lines, yes. And now it is already on the ceiling. It's already on the ceiling. And in my opinion, the dollar index, it shows that it is going down, and it is bear market. So if the dollar index goes below 95, then the gold will go down. It will fall, and it will make a really big bear, I think. Yeah. So you gotta be careful about it. This is the ceiling, and it'll be better to sell all the gold and then move to the silver. I recommend the silver, and I love the white metal this time. Though the silver, the September future, it shows that $19.75 per troy ounce. Last week it tried to overcome the $20 line, but it failed to break the ceiling. And I think this week it will try to make another try to break the ceiling at the $20, and hopefully it'll make. Yeah. And you know that the JP Morgan and the Warren Buffett, they have lots of silver in their pockets. They have lots of silver certificate in their bag, and they are maybe they are smiling when the silver is going up. And so does the platinum on October futures, and it shows the green too, and it had raised more than 1.5% last Friday. And although it dropped down then last week $850 per ounce, but it is another good chance that I recommend you to another buy to the platinum this week, and it'll go up to maybe more than $550 line. Yeah. So it'll make some kind of good money for you. And another one is the palladium. Palladium is 2,000 lines, and the problem is the Nikola doesn't say anything this week. If the hydrogen fuel cell vehicle, I mean hydrogen, is really works, then EU moves and the ECB make another move stimulus to this kind of industries. But it doesn't work at all, and then they are fighting each other to make another stimulus, and it doesn't work, and they are fighting each other for country to countries in EU, and maybe it takes time around a month, and so the palladium, it will make a really long way sidewalking, and they make some kind of box patterns, very short, very narrow box patterns for more than a month, I think. And the next one is the copper. Copper dropped. It shows a red line, but it also tried to make it also tried to break the $3 lines, the ceiling, and it failed too. So does the silver, and so doesn't the silver. Yeah. And this week the copper also tried to break the $3 ceiling, but I think it will fail. The silver can succeed, but copper, it will fail again. The reason is very simple. Last week I told you that, because not only because the demand of China increased, but also there is a supply cut from the Central and South American copper mine because of COVID-19. Okay, so it makes some kind of illusion that the consumer sector is recovering, but it is some kind of perception. Okay, so don't be haunted about it. Don't be haunted about that the consumer sector is recovering. Now it is under COVID-19 suppression. Okay, now next is the oil. Okay, all oil shows the red lights, and then they dropped. And WTI and Brent, they dropped maybe less than 0.5%, but the Dubai oil dropped more than 1%. So it means that the Dubai oil, they pump up more oil and then sell it to the other Asian countries. And the problem is that they have not many capacity to consume those Dubai oils. So the WTI and Brent, they keep the lines on the 40s and $43 each, and it is maybe a 2/3 of the gaps made by COVID-19. So when the Moderna or Remdesivir shows a very meaningful clinical report, then the gap will be broken, and then the Texas oil, the WTI, will go up to the more than $50, and the Brent will go up to more than $55 or $60. The problem is, it is not yet. It's yet to come. It is yet to come. Okay, it is working, but it is yet to come. So we have to be careful about it. And the next one is the wheat, the September. Last week I told you that there's 5 major agriculture. They show the backwardation on the futures. Okay, and now the September future of the wheat, it drops maybe 0.09%. But the problem is that it is following the former month's future. It means that the stockpile of the wheat is still decreasing and demand is rising, so that there will make another issues on it. Not only the wheat, but also for all the five the agriculture. I'll talk about it later. Now it's the weekly news, and Bloomberg said that the 1,000% rally has glove maker stock mania outpacing even Tesla. Yes, the hygiene companies and the hygiene companies, medical equipment companies like glove or mask, they made very big money, and even the glove maker like Top Glove or Supermax, they made 10 baggers. So it is outpacing even Tesla, and it shows that the consumer sector, it is really serious about the COVID-19. Number 2, depleted Trump economic team faces major test over extending coronavirus relief efforts. So from the Wall Street Journal, and then now the Trump administration put the $2.2 trillion, to the consumers market, and then it It's not working. It's not working. So they want to extend this coronavirus relief. I mean, they want to give another stimulus, but the problem is that the senator and the representatives, they all said that no. It is too much money. We cannot hold it. So tell me the reason why you have to do it. So that is another test for the Trump economic team. Oh, so Steve Mnuchin and Larry Kudlow, those two people, they have to talk to those two Congress, not only the congressman. Okay, the senator and the representative about they are just to justify what they have to do and how much money they have to spread into the consumer market. And that is another issue for this week. And number 3, Vanguard venture with anti-financial lures. So 蚂蚁金服 in Chinese is 蚂蚁金服, and the Vanguard Group, they made a joint venture to give the financial consulting to the Chinese customers with very, very, very low consulting fee. So this joint venture already made 200,000 customers in 100 days in China, and the Vanguard Group, they tried to make another 1 million customers in China. And the problem is that although the China economy is recovering and more than 3% now, but it is not like that before. The last year, China showed more than 7%, maybe or 6.5%, but now it's only 3.8%. It is just maybe 60% more, not more than 60% is recovered in Chinese economy, and that shows that also the financial market, it has some kind of problem too. So you have to be careful. I give you some kind of very short-term investment on this, but you better not to go to the long term. Okay. Next is a market forecast. Dow Jones maintains a 26K lines, and then now it is waiting for the consumers' earnings season report. And the problem is that it will go down and make a bearish market and make the market the price adjustment. And Nasdaq also holds the 10.5K lines, also, but there may be the price adjustment too, because already the bankers, they already said that we are good. Okay, bankers, we are good. And okay, how about the consumers? Now is the time for the consumers. And consumers said, oh, we have a very bad time. Then it'll make the price adjustment. Okay, so we have to check all 3 indices, not only the Dow Jones but also Nasdaq and the S&P 500. And next, the copper failed to surpass $3 per pound last week, and then this time it'll try another surpass for the $3 ceiling, but it's already on the ceiling point, so it'll be better to sell it, and then you better change to the silver. Maybe this week silver can surpass the ceiling of the $20, and then it'll go much higher. And next one is the cattle. Cattle is rising. The feeder cattle and the live cattle, both cattle, they are rising. And the agriculture is price adjusting with the former month futures. I mean, the price adjusting is the price is going up, and it is following the former futures price. And now all five agriculture, they show that some kind of backwardation up to the maybe short up to October or the end of this year. So as the month move to the next month, but the prices goes up, that means also there's some kind of that means that the stock, I mean the inventory is not enough for the market. So we have to be careful, not only for the people, a human, but also to the animals like cows, pigs, chickens, and everything. Okay, so all the protein will raise their price too. So we have to be careful, and it is a really good chance to invest in the agriculture this season. Next is the weekly focus, and what adjustment will come to the stock market against the earning points. I give you that this kind of the adjustment. Last week I told you influence, so it remains so that the market stock indices, it shows some kind of a mixed, and then they made a very small price adjustment. But now it will fall down again and may return to the bearish market because the consumer's earning report comes out this week, and it will definitely make the price adjustment for all three indices, not only in the stock market but also for the commodity too. So commodity maybe will rise again, so you'll be better to check the futures too. Okay. And next one is how long U.S. economy recovery will be delayed by COVID-19. The Moderna and the Remdesivir, it shows some kind of it will move to the phase 3 clinical test, and maybe end of the third quarter they will show some kind of meaningful clinical report about it, and all the market, financial market and the consumers market will rebound and then move to the bull market too, because it was suppressed and then now it come back. So it will be recovered very short time, and it will go rise up very sharply, and then that makes the bull market. Number 3, can Chinese economy recovery rebound the global economy? I don't think so, unfortunately. Yes, the Chinese economy recovered positive, and it shows that the 3.8% 3.8% is increased, and it is maybe half or the 60% of the last year. And then now everybody say that it is very good job. It is awkward, okay? It is awkward. You got the 60 points. You got 6 points out of 10, and you have a good job. Is it really true? Is it really true? Let me ask you something, okay? You got 6 points out of 10, and is it good job or not? It's a really bad job. And the problem is that everybody say that it's a good job because of the COVID-19, okay? Now, they will make some kind of very short-term rising by the money comes from the EU, the European countries, and the problem is it won't last that longer. Maybe within a quarter, within 3 months, it will drop down again. Okay. Without the support that the America, then the China cannot raise their markets. That is another issue. So you have to check that maybe the Chinese either show a really bright green lights in their economy, but it is not. It won't last that long. So you have to be careful when you put your money in the China stock. Okay. So this week everything will get the adjustment, and you have to be careful and keep your money and keep your principal and don't lose your money. I'd like to recommend you to put the white metals like silver and platinum to put your money to get the money. Okay, not into the others. That is my advice. So I hope you're successful investment this week, and God bless you. So this is the end of the weekly briefing. And thank you very much. Have a good day.